Hello everyone, I'm ImKibitz and welcome to City Skylines 2, where we're starting a new game for the new economy update, except we're going to do everything we can to break it by starting a new city on a custom map I made, which looks pretty normal, right? And it is, except I have spammed it with all of the resources you could possibly imagine. So fresh save, no unlocks, and in honor of the update, we're calling this KibBz 2.0. And oh, I am so excited for this. I love economic things. What could possibly go wrong? Mr. KibBz with economics is like fire with gasoline. It's a blast. And if you really enjoy economic shenanigans, you should check out Prosperous Universe. Prosperous Universe is a massive free-to-play multiplayer economic sandbox with a realistic player-driven economy. Set up your own company, produce goods, trade, transport, and profit. It's up to you though if you want to play fair or conduct your business with alternative ethics. Regardless, the bottom line is all that matters. In fact, there are events where you can decide to take advantage of people's, let's say, unfortunate situations or help them out. Short-term profits are long-term business relationships. Make friends today or destroy the potential enemies of tomorrow. It's up to you. So if that piques your interest, check out Prosperous Universe for free by clicking on the first link in the description. And everyone that creates a new account with the link will get a 20% off discount on an in-game purchase. So again, click on my link in the description and sign up to Prosperous Universe today. But getting started here, we're just gonna do things pretty normally. Just building like a coal plant, maybe a couple water towers, and we'll dump all of our waste in the river. But something most people don't usually start with is having specialized industry right off the get-go, because money's gonna be so tight in the early game here. So if anything, the poor stupid people can go smash rocks. Because usually once you build enough, you get XP and a ton of money as a reward. But more importantly, you get huge government subsidies to finance your entire city. But those are just straight up gone now. And I'm just hoping we can kind of survive until our industrial plans in the future kind of bear fruit. But just a little bit of reorganizing and some basics for now, like death care. So we're going to be sending lots of uneducated people to die in the mines or in the new lumber industry area. But with $500,000 in the tank and losing 4,000 per hour, will we be able to survive? Let's find out. But so far, so good for now. And what's wildly different is there's a ton of demand for medium density. Like 90% of real estate demand was always low density residential before. But it looks like all the tiny home marketing has finally caught on. But it's this money rework, dude. Oh no, we're losing $124,000 a month. Our services, too expensive. But you know, random 50 grand does help. But it'll help a lot more if maybe we lower the budget on things by like a lot. Do we need all this electricity? Nope. Sewage? Probably fine. Death care? Health care? I don't think so. Garbage? No. Education? That immediately. And now we can turn the budget for that down. But that didn't help at all, really. No, we're in big trouble. All of my money's gone. 2,000 population, but yet the money is gone. It goes pretty quick when you're building up all your industries and stuff like that, and you have to build roads, and all these people need water to drink? What freaking fools. But no, mostly it's just because we're bleeding cash. So citizens, it's time to pay your fair share. You get lower taxes to trick you to moving into this dump. Y'all get a share of exploiting the uneducated. I want more of a fee for that. And commercial and industry, you pay 12%, but we'll negotiate as things progress. And that stemmed the bleeding a little bit. That's good. As the city has grown, we've continued to unlock things. We have a slight problem where we've unlocked the firehouse and police station, but we can't afford them. So if a fire starts, well, that's that. The physical ruin of our city is far less important than the financial ruin of it. Oh my gosh. I totally forgot that was a thing too. Jeez Louise, why do they do that? Okay though, good news. I think we are in the green. Oh my gosh, we're in the green, we did it. So still no fire hall, no police, and most services are nerfed out the wazoo. That's okay, we have fallen off a cliff, but we didn't hit the ground. And lines are going up, which means I should probably start to build the city a little bit more properly instead of doing stuff like this. Our main highway. Let's get advanced road services, highways, thank you, parking. Fine, roundabouts. And okay. I got all that stuff and then proceeded to change nothing over here because we're gonna destroy this. It'll all be destroyed and everyone will route over to the new little intersection I made that totally works and isn't broken and doesn't look ugly, smile. But right now, money still isn't looking quote unquote great. Like we just got over the expenses barrier, but $60,000 is not gonna buy us a $120,000 firehouse or get us any police around here. There's already a crime scene. Well, that's too bad. You're gonna have to solve your own problems there, bud. Good luck. But more and more problems keep popping up. And you stop breaking the laws of physics. Thank you. Just in time too, because I got the police station finally. Except I couldn't afford a fire hall and we got a new hot button issue. Well, nothing we could have done about that one. Or that one. No more fire spread? No, we're good. Problem solved. But I guess technically what I could have done is I could have actually gotten ourselves a loan. But the loans in this game are ridiculous. 6.9% for a $300,000 loan? Like what year are we living in, 2024? 15% for 800,000? Yeah, no, the city will burn before I subject myself to those kinds of rates. Besides, we're actually making like $11,000 an hour now, so that's actually not bad. But we could make a lot more money if we start actually digging up the ores and resources around the world here. But that gets us metal ore. Ooh, apparently a lot of it. And we'll also probably need to get some coal. With that, how is our economy gonna look? So $259 per month. Hourly is still the same. Increase the speed a little bit. Check the production tab here, and okay. It looks like we're not in a deficit, except with oil and cotton. But we'll get to the oil, don't you worry. As for cotton, well, I built some tiles out this way just to start some snug little farmlands. And yeah, we can throw a cotton field in there, no problem. But I'm sure that's enough. And then money, up to 12.5, 13,000 an hour, okay. The exploitation's going well. So let's go ahead and do a little bit more. Bring the highway out here, reorganize this space a bit. Oh my gosh, watch as people's cars get run over. Is that, whose insurance pays for that? Is it not mine? As long as it's not mine, okay? Okay, I don't know what the laws are, but those excavators, they just can't drive. But I can sure reorganize, and now we have the big excavator getting all of the money out of the ground. Highway is ready to go too, and we have a new highway entrance and exit built. And beyond that, I expanded out our grid so we could stuff more people into the mines. Oh, and the astute among you might have noticed oil, the black gold being extracted. Oh yeah, bud. Over this whole map, we have so much oil to exploit. The entire coast over here, and oh boy, we're gonna get a lot of it. At least right now though, we're just gonna focus on ores and what's in our tiles. I noticed there's another thing they added to this game called tile upkeep. So I can't just buy up half the map and go too crazy. Kind of every tile I buy, I kinda need to fill it out, or else we'll lose our profit margin. Which is over $500,000 a month, not bad. But there's still lots of stuff to buy. Like, you know, a fire hall. After getting just a little bit of oil and a few rocks and stone, what if we just did that, like, a lot more? Well, it turns out you make a lot more money. And we're up to $33,000 per hour. Almost at the million monthly balance, let's go. This resource exploitation plan really works well with the game's new features too, where everything's a lot more expensive because you have to pay for wages and more maintenance stuff. It seems to be that literally anybody can work in these kinds of oil fields and stuff like that. So I don't need to really worry about education at all. Except I think the high-level industrial is in need of nerds. And yeah, it says right there they do. The oil field, are you good to go? Oh yeah, only needs educated people. That's like elementary school, maybe high school. Well, brother, if you need high school educated people to work, well, can do, my friend. I lied. Can't do, my friend. I'm poor. Only for a little while. Now we can get our high school right in there. Lines up with the street. How pretty. Parking lot right next door. Fantastic. Another fantastic addition to this update is you can actually build the additions to these kinds of buildings detached from the building itself. But I think we're gonna put that right in that corner. Then behind it, I got parking. Now they got parking, and everybody's happy. And since things are working so well, I guess I just scale things up. And then they should just keep working better, right? Right, almost $50,000 an hour. We've crossed the $1 million monthly balance. And just between you and me, I'd say our city is kind of coming together here. Looks fancy, fancy. Look at all the tall towers. Look at those full parking lots. Look at that very nice hospital from a very good mayor. That's me, taking care of the citizens. And that's just to preface to say, I kind of made a big mistake because all the while I was playing and expanding the city, I only had like one coal plant here and a wind turbine over by the farms. And what actually happened was I was actually paying a lot of money importing electricity. So I saved up and bought ourselves a beautiful gas power plant right beside the oil field. Now we don't gotta worry about nothing. In fact, we have more than enough of practically everything except for wheat. Yeah, I could increase production there a little bit, no problem. And with all of these extra resources, it'd be really nice if we could sell these on a train. But then we need an outside city connection. Oh, that's rough. If we buy the tiles out there, the tile upkeep will go through the roof. But then what am I gonna do? Not go Chew? Not possible. Chew is more than a logistical powerhouse. Chew is a way of life. And now has been blessed upon our city. But I'm kind of worried about the tile maintenance stuff. It went up by $140,000. Yeah, that's a sneaky one. Gotta be careful there. And I still need money to do a lot of other stuff. Like apparently we need more garbage. Apparently there's like a car that's just on fire. Why are there so many people walking around? What are they doing? Oh, they're walking around because they can't drive, A. And B, I don't think I've added in any public transit. Yeah, I should probably do that, sure. And just straight up game mechanic wise, the people love buses, that makes them happier, that makes them more wealthy citizens, things level up, and then we get more money, right? That's half the plan, yes, more money. A lot more money. That was the most profitable thing I could have possibly done. All right, well, enjoy your bus transit infrastructure, everyone. Things are looking good. And you know, at this point, I bet we could really just pivot over to a more tech-based society. Like getting more education, more offices, more stuff like that. Just overall, spare some children from having to go into the mines. Terrible things happen in the mines. Or we could continue to exploit natural resources and send them in anyway. And of course, that's what we're gonna do. We're at 2 million monthly balance. Let's see how far we can take things with all of the resources in the world. And first things first, we need more space. Let's get it. Our only goal now is to jam pack as many people into this area as possible. Because the more room we use for living quarters, the less room we have for factories. Oh, but we also need power. Yeah, that's important. Is it time to actually raise the budget? I guess. Can't run a factory if you can't keep the lights on. Fair enough. And we sure do have a lot more lights coming on. And alerts. Always more alerts. Factory-wise, though, I've been trying to keep it across this main highway here because pollution wants to travel in this direction. So if I built any industrial over here, people would get complaining, no tax revenue, it sucks. So now that we have this space, we can turn it all into an industrial zone. First, this building's complaining, stop it. There you go. We can build a couple roads out here. And all of this is oil, right? Most of it. We'll definitely have to start exploiting that soon. But we have to do a little bit of value-adding kind of activities here by building factories. Because although it's nice to make a lot of easy money selling resources, it's also good to make stuff out of your own resources. We'll need lots of factories to do that. And you know me as well, of course, I'd never forget about the oil, our precious, precious oil. Look at it. Fantastic. And we also got our first first fire that's being put out in the city. No, don't enter the building that's on fire. Okay, you know what, fire truck? You do you. Good luck there. Good news, we got our first specialized industry building, which is a chemical plant. Because now we produce a ton of chemicals, and we can export those. Or, if we want to be a sneaky rascal, we could tax those a little bit higher. Maybe a lot higher. And then what happens? Will this place shut down? Do we just end up making more money? Like $150,000 more money per hour? Yeah, I think that was a good idea. Or at least I'll keep an eye on it while I fill out the rest of the city now. Oh yeah, that took like a couple hours, but hey, city's looking fantastic, super dense. We got a university even for the smarty pantses. And look at all the suburbs that are only partially on fire sometimes. Main thing, money. Did we actually lose anything from taxing the chemicals? No, profits have doubled. Even the budget graph over here had to change up because we're making so much money. That also must be helped from the massive mining setup we now have over here. Remember, the tiles cost money, a negligible amount of money considering our income, but they still do, so I wanted to utilize them immediately. So we're mining out of control. Most of the ores end up getting traded out, I think. And kind of surprisingly, the underfunding education strategy has worked out very well. Like, even beyond just having this amount of resources, we're making a lot of money. That's with like one university. We have one college just over here, there. But overall, it's nothing compared to what we actually need. Yeah, we're still all good. Oh my gosh, unless you're a poor driver in this city, no one can drive. How do you screw up this bad? How do you do this? Just, what? This is the bus lane. Bus and taxi, why are you even driving here? The bus actually burnt down. Wow, that's not even the only big accident. What the? Unironically, maybe it's a good idea to have some education just to teach people how to drive. Oh my, this is insane. I don't know what was on the news, but people are driving like it is the apocalypse down there. How do you get the car into that building? How does this happen? Is this like a feature? How's there a car there? Is this a glitch? You can't park there. How did you even do this? This is remarkable. But it was cleaned up eventually. With a lot of the fun finance themes out of the way here, I think it's time to finally actually just dismantle the video game. We have $6 million practically. Let's buy up this whole coastline over here and extract all of the oil possible and drown the city in black gold. And as per usual, another giant car accident blocking off the main highway. Thank you. Good news, this area is getting a little bit more set up, and I've added in a cargo train terminal here to transport the oil where it needs to go. And the best thing of all is we unlocked an oil refinery. And in just 1 second, it'll have all the oil in the world to work with. No kidding, this looks like Texas after they discovered fracking. There are so many oil wells here. We must be making so much oil. What's our production chart look like? Oh, you know, just an extra 265 tons over the 300 tons we need. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty well. And most importantly, we're a grand city, making almost $11 million per month. $450,000 an hour, FYI. So I'd say this was a tremendous success. And you know what? I actually really like this patch to the game. It was a lot of fun playing this. But more importantly, I hope you guys had fun watching this, because that's gonna be all for now. So if you enjoyed, remember to subscribe for more. And until next time, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and bye-bye.